Good morning, Unity of Oak Park. Happy Sunday. Can we turn around and say good morning to our online audience?
Good morning, online.
Thank you all so much for joining us today. It's so wonderful to see you all. Despite the Arctic blast, we made it here. My name is Janine, and a great way to stay engaged and align your energy to reap your best in 2025 is to sign up for our newsletter and follow us online. This will keep you updated on all the latest highlights and happenings at UOP. Here are a couple to check out. The Affirmative Forward Living class will be held today after service at 11:30 a.m. in the chapel. Join us for the practice of aligning your energy to the vibration that will reap your greatest life for 2025. Join our Practical Metaphysics book study on Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. Over 4 weeks, we'll explore Eric Butterworth's Practical Metaphysics. Books are available in the bookstore or online. You don't have to read the book to attend. Each class will have guided discussion, readings, and meditation facilitated by Marilyn Joy. Join us for the 3rd annual Chili Cook-Off on Sunday, February 2nd after the service. Compete with your best chili, or just come to taste and vote on your favorites. Prizes will be given for the top 3 chilies, and you can sign up online. Join us for Sunday Fun Day at Unity every last Sunday of the month. Join us for a day of celebration, creativity, and connection. We will celebrate all the birthdays of the month with special treats and host engaging workshops. This month's workshop is Write Yourself Right, where you'll be guided through a powerful writing process to reconstruct memories and claim a more powerful you. Facilitated by Lillian Flowers. Sunday Fun Day is a perfect day to invite someone new to Unity. Let's have some fun and build our Unity community together every last Sunday of the month. Lastly, if you are interested in becoming a Board of Trustee member for 2025, please read the qualifications on our website. Elections will be held Sunday, March 2nd, after our service. Please check on About Us Board of Trustees. Please join us today after the service for coffee in the solarium. It's a great place to connect with our community members who can tell you more about these amazing happenings. If this is your first time here, we have a special welcome package for you in the solarium. And now, please stand as we join our choir and sing, Come On In.
Standing outside the door of love and mercy, you wondered if there's a place here for you. You know there's peace inside, but you're still searching for someone who understands the pain you've been through. Well, the door's unlocked, the lights are on. What are you waiting for? Come on in, welcome home. You are loved, you belong here now. No matter where you've been, come on in. You'll find a place of rest in the arms of spirit. God waited so long for your homecoming day. God knows the peace you seek and the hurt you're feeling. Spirits want to hold you and to wipe your tears away. Well, the Father waits with open arms. God is calling out your name.
Good morning. Are we all staying warm? Yes. Did that song warm you up? All right. Well, let's give a great thanks to our Unity Choir and to Tina, who's here today. Thank you. I want to start by sharing that a community member, actually it was Carl, last week shared that this today or yesterday was my 4th year anniversary being here today. So I'm so grateful to, and I'm clapping because of all of you. So I'm clapping because I am so humbled and honored to serve as a member and as a minister. So thank you all for giving me that privilege. We're also celebrating Dr. Martin Luther King and his infamous, or his great speech that he shared many years ago, and it's still relevant today, of having the dream. And we're definitely living the dream here at Unity Vogue Park. And it's because of all of our members who make our faith come alive through service. And there are 3 members that I would really love to celebrate today because they make Unity Vogue Park just brighter, shinier, hopeful, filled with faith. And I know these 3 community members are very humbled, and they will probably throw tomatoes at me after the service. But I'm doing it because I really appreciate them, and I know that we all appreciate the work that they do. The first person that I would love to honor this morning is John O'Rourke for his contribution. Sure. John wants to say
I'd like to thank the Academy.
Thank you.
I've got tomatoes.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And the second person is Susan Doyle. Susan Doyle, yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you all. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you. Yeah. So John and Susan, if you don't know about them, they are very special. They really believe in our community. They create a lot of community events so that we can come together, whether it's the Easter egg roll hunt or the service that we do with Housing Forward to provide meals for those who are in need and families are in transition. So thank you for making hope and faith alive. So let's give them another hand. And I have one more, but I'm going to share that maybe towards the end. Oh, actually, I can share right now. Yeah. So I just want to thank Rodalia Brownlee. Yes. Rodalia has served on the board for the last 2 terms, and it's because of her leadership that we are where we are today. So thank you to Rodalia Brownlee. I know she's taken off her mink coat, so as she makes her way up, let's give her a hand for serving our community. Thank you.
Thanks. I want to thank everybody. I had the best team. They're the best people in
So
the
they can
world.
hear
I
you.
love them. Oh, do I have to get up there?
So they can hear you on the
Okay.
microphone.
Well, I want to thank everybody. I had the best team that I worked with. They're the best people that you could ever have as a community. We have the human adding machine, or whatever you want to call it. We got the person with all the legal terms. We just have someone that's beautiful in spirit. We have our decorator over there and our organizer, where's Lillian? So this is the best, and you're the best. And of course, Scott, you're Grace.
Thank you.
Although he shouldn't have did that, but that's okay. Love you guys.
Thank you. So if you see me with full tomatoes after the service, you know why, right? But they're just amazing people, as all of you are. Thank you all for being supportive of Unityville Park, and it's because of you that we continue to thrive as a community during these times when it's cold outside or when it's scary outside. So I really believe in our community. Thank you all for being of service. Let's give all of you an applause. Yes, yes. All right. So with that enthusiasm and energy, let us pray in. And I want to use the words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. to set the prayer and the intention into motion. He says, hatred paralyzes life. Love releases it. Hatred confuses. Love harmonizes. Hatred darkens life. Love illuminates it. So let's take a moment now to illuminate love through our prayer. Take a nice deep breath and just feel the vibration and warmth of love, what that feels like in our life. With love, we have a more clear understanding that we are supported, we are guided, we are strengthened. And so we use that awareness of love to guide us, to strengthen, and to comfort those in vulnerable positions, such as the residents of California. We bring love their way with comfort, strength, and guidance. And we start with our thoughts and feelings so that we can move them into clear physical intentions that will shape not only their world, but our world. Make our world a brighter and lovelier place to live. We bless all of the stewards of life who believe and express and demonstrate love through their actions, especially in moments of separation and darkness. And with the ability and awareness of love, we invite that power into our lives as we start our new week. A new week of possibilities to be that love, to be that light, even when it appears to be dark or a place of confusion. We bring clarity with the expression of love that we are. So let us affirm in our minds and our heart, I am the power of love. I am the power of love. I am the power of love. And as the power of love, we reveal our truth. So we say, thank you, God, And so it is. Amen. And now please join us for the daily word.
Good morning. The daily word for today is vitality from September 24th, 2019. There is no separation between my body and its source of energy, between me and God. I now call forth the innate vitality of God that expresses through me. I feel a tingling energy, awakening the cells of my body and enlivening my mind. I am renewed, restored, and healed as I tap into the eternal power of my divine life. This feeling of exhilaration is available to me at any time because the vitality of God never tires. I can stop in at any moment to feel the rhythm of life in my heartbeat and remember that I am naturally whole. I have the vital elements of life, those necessary to human thriving, as well as the divine attributes I carry as the image of God. I am joyous. I'm joyous health. I am perfect peace and divine life expressing. The eye is the lamp of the body. So if your eye is healthy, your whole body will be full of light. It's from Matthew 6, chapter 22.
Come on, everybody, yeah. Put your hands together for me. You know the words, you can sing along. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Let's do love. Love is my source. Love is my power. Love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Joy, joy is my source. Joy is my power. Joy gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Joy gives me everything I need. Peace, peace is my source. Peace is my power. Peace gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Peace gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need. Yeah.
All right, let's hear it for Tina one more time. Yes, thank you, thank you. God is everything, all we need, right? And we feel that with the vibration of joy, of faith, of coming together. So let's lift that vibration by thanking ourselves one more time. Yes, yes, yes. It's good to be alive. It's good to be here. It's good to be present. Now, last week, I had a great conversation with a community member during fellowship. And he was sharing that sometimes it's great for us to quit. Like quit a bad situation, quit an environment where we're not flourishing in. And sometimes that environment could also be our own mind, right? Sometimes the doubt and the worry, it's hard for us to flourish in that kind of mindset. However, quitting that bad environment, quitting that bad situation could be the first step to moving forward, the first step of living forward, which is our theme this year and our theme this week. Living forward. Are we ready to live forward? Yes. Think about this week. Are we ready to live forward? Yes. All right. So pay attention to your energy, because your energy is a reflection not only of your words, but your intentions. How many of us here have ever had a bad dream where you feel like you're falling or being chased, or maybe you feel a little bit lost? Raise your hand, right? Maybe it was a nightmare, not a bad dream, right? So you're pretty much in alignment with a study that was done by Mackenzie Hyde, who's a sleep coach. He surveyed that 2,000 people, out of 2,000 people, half of them experienced the exact same experiences, the same sensations. The reason why this is important is because sometimes in reality, in our real life, we do feel like we're being chased. For example, when we're overwhelmed, we feel like we're being chased by all the things that we have to do. It almost appears like we're that hamster on that hamster wheel that we just can't get off, right? And so that feeling of being chased is the feeling and sensation of being overwhelmed. Or what about the times where we feel like we're falling, right? Where we made a mistake and we're just down in a depressed mood. Perhaps that's a reflection not only of the nightmare we're having, but an experience we're having in real life. Or what about the times where we feel lost in a nightmare? Well, maybe that is a reflection of what we feel in our life. We feel like we're lost. We need a little direction, a little bit of guidance, a little sense of comfort knowing that we're going in the right direction. And so what the study also shares is that we have these nightmares, bad dreams, however you want to label them, as a way to process what's in our subconscious mind, which then points us to waking up. Have you ever had a dream and in the middle of your dream you're like, wake up, this isn't real? Wake up, this isn't real, right? And then you wake up and you take that deep breath, you're like, ah, thank goodness it was a dream. Only if we can say that to ourselves in real life, right? If we can take that nice deep breath, let's take a nice deep breath. That was only a dream, right? So it's hard for us to feel that way, it's only a dream, because we're so attached to those thoughts and feelings that are not going well in our lives. Charles Fillmore, co-founder of Unity, shares in his book, Jesus Christ Heals, he says, we are not manifesting life as we desire, and it's because our thoughts and conversations are not energizing us with vitality. Are not energizing us with vitality. So those are those moments where we are having a bad dream and yet we don't know that we're in a bad dream. Have you been there before? Right? And sometimes life is like that. Like, wow, how can I get myself out of this situation? And it's hard because the situation has become our normal way of being. And we just don't know that we're in a bad situation. So what Charles Fillmore is calling us to do is to explore the idea of vitality. How can we express vitality in our lives so that we can wake up and know that things could be better, and perhaps entertain the idea it's only a dream? So vitality, what does vitality mean? According to the Oxford Dictionary, it means essential, important, necessary, full of energy. Beautiful definition. What does vitality look like in our life? What does necessary, full of energy look like in our life? And if you think about it, you may say something like, well, when I feel vitality, I feel joy in my life. When I feel vitality, I know I'm going in the right direction. When I feel vitality, I feel so confident, regardless of what I'm going through. And so vitality is more than all of what I mentioned. Vitality, the underlying behind vitality is trust. Trust. When we are confident, we trust the unseen. When we are joyful and exuberant, filled with life, filled with vitality, we trust life. We trust ourselves in our lives. There is an analogy that Charles Fillmore, co-founder of Unity, shares of an acorn. Now, this is a big acorn, isn't it, right? Okay. And I was so lucky to have found this big acorn. The reason I brought this big acorn is so that we can all visually see it, right? Because an acorn is a lot smaller than this. And I also want our online audience to see it. So an acorn represents ourselves. We are like the seed of potential. This acorn can grow into a big tree, like a oak tree or a redwood tree. We have so much unseen potential, just like this acorn. However, this acorn can't live or thrive to its best potential by itself. Just like we can't grow into our best potential by ourselves. We all need, including the acorns, is energy. We need energy to grow. We need that nourishment that's unseen so that we can grow our highest potential. We are very much like an acorn, and the energy we need is trust. Trust. That's the vitality we need from moving from one level of consciousness, of feeling like we're falling, chased, lost, into the consciousness of remembering. I am fully awake. While I'm being chased, I'm going to follow my desire. While I'm falling, I'm going to jump to my desire. While I feel lost, I'm going to find my desire because I trust. I trust in the unseen. I trust in that unseen power that we all have. In the parable of the sower and the seed, there was a gardener who had seeds everywhere. Some fell on a path, some fell on the rocks, some fell on top of thorns, and then the others fell on the rich soil. What the seeds represent are our thoughts. And the only thoughts that grew, or the only seeds that grew in the parable, were the ones that landed in the deep, rich soil. The deep, rich soil, what that represents in our life, is our consciousness. It represents the consciousness that we cannot see, where we can thrive our thinking, our feelings, and our images into that redwood or oak tree in our life. And so our thinking is very important because what we believe in is what we're planting in the soil. Some of the seeds did not manifest in the parable because it was not in the right consciousness. It was not in the right energy. That energy is our receptive energy. The soil has to be receptive so that new ideas can take root. Our consciousness has to be receptive so new ideas can take root, so that new ideas can take root, but also so that we can trust that these ideas are going to grow to their greatest potential, even when it appears to be dark, when you're buried into that soil, when you're beginning to start a new dream, as we are in January for most of us. Now, the easy answer to becoming receptive and the spiritual answer that I can give you, that we can give each other, is meditation. Meditation allows us to become more receptive. It's not a one-time thing that we do with meditation, it's a practice. And it's a practice so that we can become more receptive and begin to trust the unseen power that we all have to grow into our greatest potential, just like an acorn. The second and most practical tool that I can give you, because sometimes we're triggered in life and we just can't just stop and start meditating, right? You have a disagreement with somebody, you can't just like stop and say, wait a minute, I need to meditate, right? Right? Or something happens outside, you're like, okay, wait a minute, I have to meditate. It's not always the most practical tool to use when it's in motion, right? When your life is in motion. So there is a nugget of wisdom, and it's Sanskrit. If we can just pull up the slide, and it's called neti neti, which means not this, not that. Not this, not that. So what does that mean? Well, sometimes we are triggered in life, and we have to remind ourselves to use this Sanskrit wisdom. Not this, not that. How many of us were here last week when I said I was triggered because someone told me I'm going to hell? Right? You were here, right? So sometimes we're triggered by what some people say, or maybe we're triggered by what we do in our lives, right? Challenges come up in our life. And so we have to remind ourselves we are not the experience that is happening, and we're also not the thoughts that we have about that experience. So let's put this into practice. Let's go back to the acorn. Okay, so the acorn, think about your thoughts about this acorn. Let's bring some thoughts about this acorn. Right? Potential. Okay, great. What's that? A giant oak tree, yes. Curious, right? So those are all positive thoughts which we entertained with ease, right? But then there's other thoughts that we don't entertain with ease, like, this is the ugliest acorn I have ever seen, right? Right? Ouch, yes, ouch, ouch. Especially when somebody else sees it as potential, right? That could be triggering, right? Like, wow, this is special to me, but yet you think it's the ugliest acorn you've ever seen. So there's a wisdom from philosophy that says you cannot be that which you observe. You cannot be that which you observe. So your observations of this acorn is not what you are. That's not what you are. So why can't we just drop those thoughts and move on, right? Why can't we just drop those thoughts and move on? Now, it's easy when we apply it to the acorn, right? It's easy for us to move on. But what if this acorn represents that bad relationship, that bad experience? It's harder for us to say, we're not those thoughts, and move on, right? You cannot be that which you observe. Can we say that together? You cannot be that which you observe. And we're not saying that we should avoid our feelings or our thoughts or the way we see the world. What this wisdom is inviting us to express is an opportunity to detach so that our mind can think better, so that our mind can have a richer soil to process, just like what our nightmares and bad dreams intend us to do. So instead of us feeling falling or feeling like we're being triggered, we can move into motivation and inspiration and being encouraged to knowing that whatever we're going through in our life, whether it's that acorn, does not define what we are. Does not define what we are. Our thinking about that experience does not define what we are. That experience does not define what we are. Not this, not that. With that practice, it allows us to pause to pause. So we're not reactive to life, but we're waking up to the direction that we intend to move to. Our vitality is trust. And the way to express trust and make it a practice is by being receptive, becoming less attached to our thinking and feeling nature that makes us react so that we can live forward, as our theme of the year is, and realize what's in our heart. The power of vitality is that we get to express that with what we believe. So our level of believing in ourselves, we can see that in our intentions. Sometimes we're not following our intentions because that is the level of our faith. That is the level of our soil. Are we being receptive to the unseen? So let's take a nice deep breath and just feel the vibration within you as you remember, not this, not that. You cannot be that which you observe. Take another deep breath. And as you relax in your chairs, let go of any tension. Relax your bodies as Marilyn Joy makes her way up. As we can put this into practice through our meditation by allowing ourselves to be receptive.
Thank you, Rev Ev. So we're going to begin with the breath. And I am Marilyn Joy. I am a chaplain here at Unity of Oak Park, and I am available to pray with you if you have any requests or you just want to give thanks. And I would like to give thanks to Rev Ev. I can't believe it's been 4 years for the love and the energy that you have brought to our community, and for also bringing Scott. Because he's a love. So, I didn't mean to get us out of the meditation mode. We'll begin with the breath. Breathe in, nice deep breath. Breathe out through the mouth. Let go, let go. Close your eyes or softly focus your gaze. And again, breathe in, breathe out. Feel the breath bring fresh energy. Feel your body relax. Feel your mind relax. Energy flows where attention goes. Pay attention to your heart, being grateful for all the work that your physical heart does for you. In every moment, shift your focus to your spiritual heart. See it with your inner wisdom. Have faith that you have the answers to any question in this place in your heart. Let your heart open to the flow of love. Pay attention to the love moving through your heart, mixing with your gifts and flowing back out into the world. Tap into the divine power speaking to your heart, setting a divine intention. In this present moment, nothing else. Rest in the silence of the heart and listen. moving slowly out of the silence. Breathe. Nice big deep breath. Smile. Know that you have directed your energy to the very best outcomes. The universe listens. Set an intention. And now come back to the room. Open your eyes and carry the messages that you've heard today in your heart.
Good morning, everybody. Okay. You guys caught me off guard this morning. Okay. But that's okay. Good morning. My name is Rodelia Brownlee, and I am on the Board of Trustee Leadership Team, at least for now. Unity of Oak Park is a self-funded spiritual community. Your offerings help us continue to make a difference so that we can come together for service and events, pay for the operations of the church and our Sunday team. Know your contributions matter to keep our community and dreams alive. There are many ways to give. You can use the Support Unity button on our website, text a donation to 708-980-0073 from your phone, or place a check or cash in the basket or at the door, and of course, mail a check to our office. We are so grateful for your financial contributions, in addition to our donations of time and talent, which allow our ministry's mission to grow and thrive. As our founder, Myrtle Fillmore, says, because this is given in love, it is blessed to the giver, blessed to the receiver, blessed to the cause. Now let us sing as we collect our offerings. Remember, our chaplains are here and available to pray with you and support you before and after service, and please join them every Monday on Zoom for prayer and meditation. Details are on our website. Let us affirm our offertory prayer together as we bless all of the prayers in our hearts, the service we give to make our community operate, and the financial offerings we contribute that make our community thrive. Divine love expressing as me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive, and all that I am. Amen. So it is. Amen.
I used to think that I could not go on and life was more than not an awful song. But now I know the meaning of true love. I'm learning all the everlasting arms. If I can do it, then I can do it. If I believe it, there's nothing to it. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar. See my running through that open door. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. See, I was on the verge of breaking down. Sometimes silence can seem so loud. There are miracles in life I must achieve. But first I know it starts inside of me. If I can see it, then I can be it. If I just believe it, there's nothing to it. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar. I see me running through that open door. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. 'Cause I believe in you. Oh, 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 if I can see it, then I can do it. If I just believe it, there's nothing to it. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. I spread my wings and fly away. And I believe I can soar. I see me running through that open door. I believe I can fly. 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 And I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. And I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. And I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. Yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Fly.
Thank you, Tina, for remembering that we can fly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow, what an amazing day to be here today, isn't it? Yes, to remember that we are that truth in expression. And so let us stand as we affirm our prayer protection and we recognize our youth and our youth teachers that are also here today expressing their truth. Now, just as a reminder before we end our Sunday experience is that we have fellowship right in the solarium and we have an amazing class that I am teaching at 11:30. And you're all welcome to attend. And as I shared in the beginning and in other weeks, that one thing, it's great for us to have intentions, but if we don't have the right consciousness, it's hard to make those intentions manifest. So this class is about creating the right consciousness, the right soil, so that our dreams, our intentions can manifest. So let us affirm our prayer protection. As we hold hands, we hold the hands of our neighbors in California, as we hold this prayer protection for them and for ourselves and for our country. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Amen. Early on, sorry. You're my acorns. Hi.
Oh my God, yes.
You okay?
I'm getting all the boys together.
Okay, let's get to end my class at 11:30. I need to get
You gotta go, you gotta do it right now.
shortly. I think I'd rather quit class.
Okay, well, it's about the team.
Okay, I support you.
Okay.
100%. Okay.